So I'm sure you all know why we're here. Obviously, you either clicked on this video for one of two reasons. Reason one, you mess with my content and you really Black Mafia to the day you die. I appreciate that. And you don't even care what I talk about. You just want to know what I gotta say about anything, and I appreciate that. Leave a like while you're here. Go ahead, just go ahead and do that. Or reason number two, you were fortunate, or maybe some would even say unfortunate, to play the recent Saints Row game, and you're here because of that. So that's what we're talking about today. I don't really know what I want this video to be, if I'm being real with you. I just want to get out my feelings on what I think about the game so far. I haven't beat it yet. I'm about 2-3 hours into the game, and I didn't post it on my gaming channel because in the past few months, gaming has kind of been falling off for me because my main focus has just been making content out of it. So it kind of brought the fun out of it, if you know what I mean. Like on my gaming channel, I was trying to post every day, just trying to find stuff. Even when I didn't really feel like it, I was trying to make videos on there, and it kind of just sucked all the fun right out of that hobby. So I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna take a break and really just reconnect myself with gaming as what it really is, and that's just something that's fun. So I decided I'm gonna play this game on my own. So unfortunately, you guys aren't able to see my first real reaction towards this game because I didn't record any footage of it. What I can say is it was different. When I first booted up the game, which crashed, by the way, Volition or whoever's behind the new game, your game is crashing on Epic Games every time I load it up, man. It takes me like 3 times to get in there, what's up with that? I'm sure they're gonna fix that, but nevertheless, in game, when I actually started playing, it was a different vibe. It wasn't the same vibe that I got from the old games, aside from the similar controls and the similar I would say gunplay, kinda. Now let me slow down. I know a lot of people are not messing with this game, right? We all have heard, even some of the biggest YouTubers that do game reviews, they voice their opinions really strongly on how much this game is really bad. And you all know how I felt about the game, right? I made a video literally last week voicing my excitement, my expectations for the game. And did they reach any of those expectations? I haven't played the game long enough to completely answer that question. I don't know if they make any Saints Row references. So far they haven't. The gameplay isn't that repetitive. It is kind of a chore on some of the missions, I will say that, because the police chases are kind of redundant and stuff like that. So it's not looking too good on that point. And I can't even remember the other one, to be honest with you guys. I'm not even gonna go back and look because that doesn't matter. We're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the Saints Row slander and whether I agree with it or not. Being a Saints Row fanboy, let's just be real. Now, story-wise, this game it caught me off guard. I will say that it definitely caught me off guard. I didn't really feel like I was playing a Saints Row game for most of the story. Now, I don't really want to spoil, but I'm probably gonna have to spoil just a little bit of the story if you plan on playing it. So be warned, from this point forward, there's gonna be some spoilers. When you start up the game, you're basically a guy that works with a private military company, but outside of that, to make some extra cash, you basically do missions like robbing people, killing people, doing contracts, and that's what you do. If you remember from the original series, you start off as your character and you get put into the 3rd Street Saints, a street gang, right? And from Saints 1 to 3, it's just about gang wars, gang turf, gang violence, and running the city and things of that nature. Sounding like Duke right now. And then Saints Row 4, you get so famous that you become president, and then the aliens come in, you put in a simulation, literally the world, well, not the world, but Earth is destroyed, and you basically, at the end of the game, you're in space for the rest of the time, or you can go back into the simulation. So there's that. So after Saints Row 4, there was really nowhere that was they basically had no other choice but to reboot the series, because Earth was destroyed, and the only thing that they had if they wanted to keep the original like cast would be in the simulation. So I can understand why they had to do something like that seemed drastically different, because that was really the only choice they had after the original story. So I'm not mad at it, right? Like, I'm not mad at the location that they're in this new game. I'm not mad at the fact that you're playing as basically the feds and then you're playing as a criminal at the same time. You know, I'm not mad at that. But what I am disappointed in is how poorly it's executed, if you know what I mean. Like, the characters in this game are generic, dry, and like it's not fun being your character, if I'm being real. Like, aside from like the gameplay, I'm talking about the character himself, like, or herself. The dialogue and the writing in this game is just, it's not there, bro. I wanted to skip most of these cutscenes so bad because, like, you know, it just was uninteresting. It was a generic story. Now, keep in mind, I'm completely aware of how, you know, the Saints Row series is, or I should say how it was. I wasn't expecting like the Last of Us type dialogue, you know, or Beyond Two Souls type writing. I wasn't expecting nothing spectacular, but I was expecting something that was at least good enough to keep me engaged for the hours that I've put into this gameplay so far, and the hours that it's going to take me to beat this game, because I paid full price for this game, man, and I can't even get my refund anymore, so I gotta finish it now. So that just kind of disappointed me, if I'm being 100 with you guys. But briefly, before I end this video, I guess I'll talk to you guys about the gameplay, what I think about the controls and whatnot. So the controls are pretty good. They're different from Saints Row 4 and 3 from what I can remember. I played this on PC, so I had the luxury of being able to play interchangeably on keyboard and on controller. And I gotta say, bro, PC got it. I'm just saying, like, that's really where it's at for this game, in my opinion, at least. Like, something about the aiming is just, it's never right with the controller, but with a mouse and a keyboard, man, GG's, man. The in-game gameplay is definitely reminiscent of the old Saints games, you know. The car driving is really like the Saints Row games. When I played this game, it reminded me how much I disliked the driving in old Saints Row games. So I kind of wish they'd fix that, but you know, it is what it is. Graphics are amazing. You've all seen what they did with Saints Row the 3rd Remastered. It's basically that, but now with a new game. And I do enjoy the map that they chose for this game. I heard people say that it was kind of distasteful, the one that they decided to create for this, but I like it. It's not that bad. But the positive aren't enough for me to justify paying full price for this game, man. Learn from my mistake. If you're about to buy this game at $59.99, I would say wait on the sale. Like, wait on the sale, because the way, it's a gnat in here, bro. Because the way that people are responding to this game and the way that, you know, the game is looking, it's bound to go on sale sooner or later. I think it is, at least. Like, that's what I think is going to happen in the next couple of months. This game is going to be like probably $39.99 or something like that. So I'd say wait until then, because you're not missing out on that much. And it pains me to say that, bro, because y'all know how I got about this game, man. Y'all know how I felt. Y'all know how much this game means to me, bro. But you just got to keep it 100 with yourself, and you know, my job is to be 100 with you guys. So that's what I think about the game, man. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, you know, and I'll see you on the next one.